What's up? I'm not saying. This is John. This is Cabbage. And this is... You want to introduce yourself?
Salam.
I should probably...
Mark Jones, Black Stain 132. Thanks for following us. Thanks for checking us out. Hit the like, subscribe. You just subscribe. You don't have to like the video.
Smash it out of the ballpark, as they say.
Do what Jorge Soler did and just slap it with your dick.
Hilaire, big dick bombs.
Please ignore him and actually like the video.
Do like the video and tell a friend. And have your friend tell another friend. And repeat the cycle until we have somehow just infinitely cascaded down a well.
And kicked Rob Manfred out of league commissioner.
Yes. If we get enough of you guys, can we sign not a petition but a peaceful protest of Rob Manfred? Be as peaceful as it is.
We'll find out.
All right, what are we doing today, John?
Yes, John. You're
All right,
leading
so
these
we
videos.
are discussing our award predictions for this upcoming season. AL MVP, who you got?
Oh, AL. Ladies and gentlemen, big name of the offseason. He's been trying to be moved. He was trying to be moved all last year. Where is he going? The Rockies don't want him. Some other people, he couldn't find a
Chris
home.
Bryant.
No.
Oh.
Trevor Story, baby.
Trevor Story?
Trevor Story.
MVP. Trevor Story moves to second base and is instantly the best player in the American League?
Yep.
Wow.
He's gonna find a resurgence in Boston.
He's gonna love that monster.
He's gonna love the Green Monster, and I think he's gonna find a huge delight in destroying the Yankees.
And clam chowder.
I think I saw like a spray chart with him that he would have actually had more home runs in Fenway than he had in Colorado.
No
which is
shit, that
interesting,
is
just based on
hilarious.
the field dimensions.
That's honestly hilarious. That's
Okay.
a fucking good joke, by the way. I hate you. All right. What about you, John?
So I have so a lot of people like the top two guys right now are Trout and Shohei. The one I actually like better is Vlad Jr., so I'm picking him. We saw in 2020 that first baseman clearly can win the MVP, as Abreu and Freeman both did. His defense at first base really isn't going to be that bad, number one, because he's gotten into even better shape than he was in last year, and he's kind of just learning the position the last 2 years. And his bat's going to continue to mash. If you watch teams pitch to the Blue Jays, they give him basically the Mike Trout treatment on offense, but he doesn't get injured the way that Trout and Ohtani do frequently. So I think he's the safest pick for AL MVP.
I don't disagree.
My AL MVP is Mike Trout for obvious reasons.
I was actually going to do that, and then I felt like, no, hello. All right.
Now, actually, sorry. I put a couple betting odds ones I like. Now, if you're a money line guy, I like Byron Buxton at plus 4,000. I view his MVP case as very similar to Luis Roberts. They're both 5-tool guys, but the thing with Buxton is that his odds are further, and he was on pace to win MVP before getting injured.
I remember that.
Now, obviously, he's got the injury risk, but it's just a very compelling case because he does everything well. And then I also like Joey Gallo at plus 750.
Oh, that is a good one.
With the shift potentially being banned, that should help him a lot because he's kind of like a shift hitter. Then also...
Joey Gallo's an Italian player, isn't he?
Yeah, the Bronx.
God damn it.
But then also he just... hits a lot of home runs. As being a lefty hitting under the short porch, it should be super easy for him.
And even shorter porch in Fenway.
Yeah. But the metrics like his defense, I don't see. He doesn't pass my eye test on defense, but the metrics like him. So the people the voters who use the metrics, might help his case.
Stop moving.
Who do you got?
My NL MVP?
AL.
AL? I already said Mike Trout.
Oh. Yeah, no, we are on. Aren't we on NL?
All right, now we're on. Yeah, sorry, I missed that. We're on NL now. Who you got NL?
Oh, NL. Hang on. I have to remember. I am trying to get the dog untangled from the microphone. I have Ronald Acuna Jr.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
Back again.
With a healthy ACL this time. Don't run into another wall, please.
He was actually the front runner for MVP when he got injured.
Yeah.
Just like John's previous one, who was a front runner when he was talking about Byron Buxton, I believe.
John, you run in front of people?
No, I don't, because I don't run at all. I lift weights. I'm a meathead. Anyways, yes, I think Acuna's going to come back, and he's going to be the driving force that Freddie Freeman was for the Braves last year. He's going to be replaced with Ronald Acuna.
I mean, this one's too obvious, but it has to happen. Juan Soto's the best player in baseball, and I have him winning the MVP. It's just too obvious of a fit.
It's gonna be a last place team in the division, though.
Who cares?
It's gonna be rough.
He's gonna put up. He's gonna have an on base percentage of above 500.
But the last player to win MVP on a team that finished last was Andre Dawson of the Cubs in like 1974.
Well, he's gonna be that guy.
All right. Anyways, my NL MVP, Kyle Schwarber, who will hit more home runs than any other player in the history of MLB
And
this season.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He's gonna mash more bombs.
He's
than
gonna.
any
Kyle Schwarber's
juicer. I mean, that's a homer friendly stadium at Philly with a short right field wall.
And the odds guy I like here real quick is Paul Goldschmidt at plus 4,500. I already explained that first baseman clearly can win MVP as evidenced by 2020.
Well, and it's going to help if he's in the best team in the division.
Yeah, exactly.
As opposed to the worst team in the
he's clearly one of the best first basemen. This could easily happen. No reason why the odds should be this long.
Yes.
Never tell me the odds.
I apologize for that.
I do as well. I told him the odds.
Well, I can't believe you told him the odds. Now I don't want to know.
Never tell me the odds.
All right, AL Cy Young, go.
Oh, Cy Young, AL. Run it back. Shohei Ohtani. I don't think he won Cy Young, but he's gonna win Cy Young.
Okay.
If he pitches a full season, however many games he pitches.
About 30 starts.
Thank you. I couldn't do the math. Of course, this is the math you can do, but you are actually solid at math. I don't know why I said that. I apologize for that insult. Don't know why I'm going on that. Shohei Ohtani. Calling it now. Mash him, beat him, put him in a stew.
All right. So Garrett Cole, after the spider tag crackdown, his numbers dropped a lot, so I don't have him. Even though the most talented pitcher in the AL is Shane Bieber. It's against my principles to take a pitcher coming off of a major injury, so I'm not going him either. I don't see Robbie Ray necessarily repeating because he's been inconsistent, so I have Lucas Giolito. He gained a lot of weight this offseason, but usually when pitchers lose a lot of weight, they get a lot worse, and typically being big makes you more durable. Ask CC Sabathia, ask Bartolo Colon.
I was just about to say, where's Big Sexy?
Big Sexy.
Who is
Big Sexy? Bartolo Colon.
The
Bartolo
legend Colon, the slowest home run hitter in the history of the
Who
sport.
cares? He is he is sexy. That's why we call him Big Sexy. Cue the ad at me.
My AL Cy Young winner is Kevin Gausman because he has taken major steps since he left the Orioles, and now he's going to be back in a division he knows how to pitch against.
Yeah,
he never found out how to pitch against.
He was.
He's going to come back with vengeance.
He was San Francisco last year, right? He was their best pitcher, standout by far, like with the sub-2 ERA.
Snubbed of Cy Young.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Who won last year for AL?
Never tell me the odds.
Robbie Ray.
Robbie Ray. No, Robbie Ray was Blue Jays last year.
No, he wasn't.
He was Blue Jays last year.
But that's also AL.
He was AL.
Oh, we're talking
NL. Oh, never mind.
No, we were talking
No,
NL.
he was.
We're a little bit turned around
Kevin
here.
Gausman was robbed of a thing for the National League last year. He took Robbie Ray's spot.
Yes. Okay. I see what you mean.
Who won?
So who won NL then? I
NL
guess I apologize. Does anyone remember? Because I don't.
The dude on the Corbin Burns.
Oh yeah, Corbin Burns.
All right.
Oh, yes.
So then my good odds play here would be literally any pitcher on the or any starting pitcher on the Astros. Just name any of them. They're all really good pitchers who aren't household names. Like Framber Valdez.
Yeah, I know Lance McCullers' dad.
Yeah, Lance McCuller.
I know his.
he's a
I recognize
phenomenal
his
pick.
dad's name before him.
Lance McCullers Sr.?
Yes.
All right. Well, just so many guys. Jose Urquidy. Just so many
are
guys
you
who
telling me
can
the
definitely
odds,
win it.
though?
No, we're not telling you the odds.
Oh,
Who
good, 'cause
just
never tell
are
me the odds.
long odds. NL Cy Young. Who you got?
John, I think you might like this one.
Fuck, I forgot.
Moves to a new team. San Francisco Giants. We just talked about him. Got snubbed last year, Kevin Gausman. Who's not getting snubbed this year? Carlos Rodon.
Woo!
Carlos Rodon.
That's not if he has a repeat season, that could be very favorable because he's going to an entirely not only new division but an entirely new league. So that it's going to take a while for he'll either come out slow and have a hard time coming back from it, or he's going to come out pitch and fire, and his numbers are going to be good enough that if he tapers off at the end, the numbers should still be good enough to cover.
Personally, I want to choose DeGrom because he could be the best pitcher in history when all is said and done. But he's coming off of a major injury, so that precludes me from choosing him. Now, my statistical analytical mind wants me, just based on everything, to choose Zach Wheeler. But that defense is so poor that's going to hurt him so much. So I'm actually going to choose a very similar pitcher to him. Who's also young and continuing to improve, and that's going to be Sandy Alcantara. Just everything about him, he may not be a household name, but he is such a good pitcher, and voters are going to see it this year.
I am ashamed of not picking him myself. I love him. He's probably by far one of my favorite pitchers.
NL Cy Young, we're talking?
NL Cy Young, baby.
I got one name, and one name only.
All right, let's hear it.
And that name is Jake Arrieta, who is currently a free agent. However, the acquisition of Marcus Stroman to the Chicago Cubs, I'm kidding. NL Cy Young, once again, for the... How many years has this guy been in the NL? How many years has he won it? Max Scherzer, once again, wins National League.
2 different colored eyes. One to see the balls, one to see the bitches.
All right. I like it. Now the betting odds one I like here is Luis Castillo as plus 2,500. Now I said I like Lucas Giolito for the AL. Luis Castillo's the exact same pitcher as he is, like the carbon copy. So obviously I have to shout him out as an odds play.
Scream and shout and let it all out, John.
Luis Castillo!
All right. Is that all for your favorites?
John, who do you have for your Rookie of the Year in the American League?
Well, I have Shane Baz of the Rays. Now, he took a kind of interesting minor league route. He was part of the Chris Archer trade, but last year he actually pitched for the U.S. Olympic team.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he did.
Holy shit.
And he came up towards the end of the year, and he was pretty lights out. And
Solid.
Yeah, I think he's the best pick to win the AL Cy Young, or not the Cy Young, AL Rookie of the Year. Cy Young's a bit of a stretch there.
Rookie and Cy Young? Has it been done before?
Yeah, it was no.
It was no. Who is it? Was no. I'll never know.
Whoever won Rookie of the Year, Jacob DeGrom.
won
Rookie of the Year, and then the following year
he won Cy Young. Oh, I thought we were going to say it's the kid from Rookie of the Year.
And then what about your national?
Actually, before that, sorry if you don't mind, may I butt in for 1 second? Jared Kelenic for me. I just thought of him right now. He's gonna do it. John, please go.
All right, NL Cy Young. Why did I say Cy Young? NL Rookie of the Year. I like Seth Beer of the Diamondbacks. He's one of those guys. He was supposed to be the number 1 overall pick back in 2018. However, he had a really bad junior year, so he dropped to the last pick in the first round to the Astros. They traded him for Zach Greinke, and he's been with the Diamondback system since. He's shown that he can hit super well. His glove, realistically, he's more of an outfielder, or he's more of a first baseman than an outfielder. But his arm's super strong. But his bat will absolutely play. And even though the Diamondbacks also have someone in a similar position to him in Pavin Smith, I don't think that Seth Beer will be competing for any playing time, just given the rest of the Diamondbacks roster just isn't strong. Yeah. So he's going to have a stranglehold on the position, and I just like his bat too much to not give him Rookie of the Year, at least in my preseason pick.
All right.
Manager of the Years? Oh, did you have one?
No, I was going to say managers next. So I don't have an NL. I can't think of anyone.
My AL Manager of the Year is going to be the manager of the Red Sox. My NL Manager of the Year is going to be the manager of, unfortunately, hate to say it, the Cardinals.
Well, manager of the year is never actually the best manager. It's just whichever team improves the most, their manager gets it. So I got booked Showalter in the NL because the Mets are just gonna have so much of a better record, and he's kind of the new guy.
It's possible.
He's similar position to La Russa. He's like been retired, been out of the league and coming back. But I think Showalter will actually win it. And then in the AL, I need to think of this for a second.
Okay, you're good. So for me, in my notes I have my AL team as the Seattle Mariners. My NL team is the Toronto Blue Jays. Now you might be wondering, what's wrong with that statement? Toronto Blue Jays are in the AL as well. Again, I did this at 3 a.m., so I don't know what I'm thinking. So my actual AL pick for manager of the year,
David Rose.
He's not even in the AL. Shut up. Seattle Mariners. They'll wild card and lose, but it'll be good enough to win it.
Their playoff drought will be over.
Exactly. NL, I actually just thought of it. Miami.
Oh, yeah. Because the acquisition of slap a dick on it, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler is going to carry them probably farther up in that division, and they're going to be one of the most improved teams in the NL at least, if not the MLB. John, do you need us to buy you more time? Because I can buy time.
I can talk about Jorge Soler's dick some more.
You talk about Jorge Soler's dick some more.
All right.
I still have to...
length, girth, power.
Distance.
That man does not carry a baseball bat to the plate. It is his phallic region he is schmacking with that big old schmeat. Why else do you think they won?
That guy pounds the balls, man.
All right, I'm going to take Scott Cervantes, too, of the Mariners. I think that they're going to show that the fun differential thing wasn't actually a meme, but they're actually a good team, and I think that voters are going to respect that.
I have high hopes for them. As if they're at least if they end the same spot last year, I won't care. If my opinion, I think they have a decent shot for the playoffs, but also the AL feels very, very, very stacked. So it's a problem.
So my question for you guys is, who's gonna hit more home runs this season? John? Most home runs?
Oh, most home runs.
Well, I put money last year on Eloy Jimenez, and he got injured right before the season. I think he's going to be back to fine because he played at the end of last year. Another also thought could be Joey Gallo, just because I mentioned like the short porch in Yankee Stadium makes things really easy. So I'll say one of those two.
Big Dick Jorge.
Big Dick Jorge?
Big Dick Jorge.
I'm saying it's going to be a Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa race to 60 between slap a dick on it Jorge and my guy Kyle Schwarber. I think the two of them are just going to hit more home runs than any other player in the history.
I also think somehow Shohei Ohtani is going to be closer in that race than anybody ever remembers.
Wow, he very well could be.
Very well could be.
If he ever stops pitching at any point, he's just going to smack dingers and he's going to do it just as well.
But is he going to do it with his dong?
Probably not his dong. All right. Now we have a special segment brought to you by our own Mark Jones. At Blackstain Carpentry, don't buy anything. I'm kidding. Their stuff is quality, well made. I own several products.
I believe it's handmade.
It is handmade, handcrafted, and American made. Now, Jones, tell me, you're a Star Wars man.
This is where the fun begins.
This is pod racing.
This is pod racing?
This is pod racing.
Oh my gosh. So, anyways, I wanted to make a lineup. I wanted to make a lineup of if I was to take every character from Star Wars and assemble the ultimate baseball lineup.
Okay.
This is the lineup that I would go with.
I have some questions.
And it would just be I'm going around the horn. It's not where I'm putting them in the lineup. My catcher is going to be the guy who shoots first from the hip, Han Solo.
McClanky.
This guy is going to nail every single guy trying to steal. He's going to pick off first. He's going to hold everybody on the bags.
Garrido's going to try and steal a second. McClanky. God dead the rights.
My pitcher throwing heat. None other than the Dark Wookiee himself, Chewbacca. This guy, his reach is already halfway there. And then he's going to be hiding the ball in his fur. You know? Plus, when he cries out,
a hidden ball trick with him's gonna work like a charm.
Oh yes, sir.
If he calls out as he's pitching to distract the batters, I feel like that he'd have an edge.
It's basically incoherent screeching, so I'd be terrified.
Third base, I got probably the best hitter that I'll have on the team for power and for average, Darth Vader.
Of course.
Because he's locking down that corner. You don't need him for his fielding. He's a little stiff. But
he can make a play.
He can make anything happen.
He also only needs one hand to swing a bat.
Yeah, exactly. And then my shortstop is going to be his mentor, Obi-Wan Kenobi. But we're going with a young Obi-Wan. I'm not going with Ben Kenobi.
We're going Ewan McGregor.
I'm going Ewan. I'm going Ewan McGregor.
Love me some Ewan McGregor.
Consistency, grace.
Obi-Wan Kenobi streaming May 22nd on Disney Plus. Not a sponsor.
Yet. Now, who's turning my double plays?
Who is it?
Obi-Wan is going straight to the best turn in the history of the sport, Master Yoda. The athletic ability coming over to make that turn.
Have you seen him flip?
I've seen him flip. And who's catching these double plays? None other than the six-limbed General Grievous. Now, he may be on the
General
DL.
Kenobi!
He may be on the DL.
For respiratory illness.
Many times. However, he's got a stretch, and that man can catch everything. I almost put him as my catcher for that reason. But
you did originally.
But Han Solo's going to gun every man down on the bases.
McClanky. I'm going to say that every time you bring it up. I'm going to keep doing it.
Now, my left fielder, I feel like it's a completely different character. However, it's the same character. I have Anakin Skywalker with all that built-up power. His fielding doesn't need to be that good.
But it's just getting out of hand. No, there's two of them.
double the pride, harder the fall. Twice the pride, harder the fall.
Oh, my God.
Now, my center fielder catching every single ball?
Who's that?
Is going to be none other than the Mandalorian himself, Din Djarin.
Din Djarin.
Slap a jetpack on that baby.
That feels
He's
illegal.
Catching it. This is Star Wars.
Yeah, you know. Okay. You know what? That's fair. Listen, I'm thinking the name of the game.
Now, my left fielder, I wanted the best guy.
Burn the wall down to catch a home run.
I wanted the best goddamn defensive left fielder there was, and there's nobody with more accuracy and speed than Darth Maul, because Darth Maul,
Oh yeah, okay.
his control and everything, he would end up,
Even with the robot legs.
yeah, even that would improve him a lot. He's not only going to be the best defensive right fielder, but he's also going to mash for that power. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
My DH is going to be the ultimate power, the unlimited power of Emperor Palpatine.
Now,
Emperor Palpatine has more power than Nelson Cruz after doing the Wade Boggs challenge.
I have a question about Darth Maul though. Does he get a double-sided bat?
See, I was thinking about that, and that's another reason why I was going to put him at third base, because he's got twice the pride, double the fall. And actually, he fell twice because he was cut in half.
He was.
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah, that's going to be open for your discussion.
Question. Who do you think your manager is?
My manager, he's got to be an outside thinker. We're not going to take just anybody.
Count Dooku.
I thought about Count Dooku, but I was also thinking about putting him in left field as opposed to Anakin, if you guys wouldn't allow me to do Darth Vader and Anakin. However, that is two completely different characters.
Technically,
in
yes.
my opinion.
Same body, different mind. So it depends if you count the mind.
So I wanted an outside thinker, and a lot of people would say, "Oh, why didn't you put Master Yoda? His metachlorian level was off the charts."
No, that was Anakin Skywalker. You fucking dingus.
Why wouldn't you put Princess Leia? She was at 17 years old. She raised to a leader of the Republic. Are you kidding me? Like that would have been a good one. Mace Windu. He's got a little bit of the dark side and the light side. That's why he's got that purple lightsaber, right?
Yes.
But this dingus wouldn't promote Anakin Skywalker to master, and it ended up getting himself killed, or at least blasted out a window.
I think I know where we're going with this. I think we're on the same page.
So, my manager is going to be the one, the only...
Master Plo Koon.
No. It's going to be the clone general. I'm just kidding. It's going to be from the grave. Qui-Gon Jinn. Force Ghost Qui-Gon Jinn.
Force Ghost, okay.
Force Ghost Qui-Gon Jinn.
Those are gonna be some weird signals.
There's always a bigger fish.
I thought about Jar Jar Binks, but I feel like he would end up making too many.
No, Jar Jar Binks is the umpire, and Qui-Gon Jinn goes, just because you have the ability to speak does not mean you should speak at all.
Or the leader of the Gungans.
Boss Nash!
No, Force Ghost Qui-Gon Jinn. I thought that was best. And my go-to pinch hitter is going to be C-3PO to stand there and take one for the team.
All right, my only way I would go different. I would have Luke Skywalker as your pitcher because he proved that he can throw a rock to turn off a switch.
You're right. Yeah.
So
I had to remember what scene that was, but I remembered it.
Yeah, he was the one person that didn't make my cut.
Yeah, which is interesting.
I didn't want all Force users on the team.
I mean, you already had You already had Han Solo and Chewie on there, and they're not Force users.
I know.
General Grievous.
I didn't want to take. I didn't want to take every single popular.
Right. Darth Tyrannus.
Yeah. Darth Plagueis.
Darth Plagueis.
The Wise.
I heard of Darth Plagueis the Wise. Not a story that Jedi would tell you. Anyways, let's get out of here before we just keep doing Star Wars memes.
All right, thanks.
Where's Rose playing?
As you note, not one person from the sequel trilogy made my cut.
The only person who was in consideration, in my opinion, Adam Driver. Kylo Ren.
Yeah, but
he doesn't really feel like he's got a good place.
I chose Obi-Wan as opposed to Ben Kenobi. That was tough enough as it is. I kind of wanted Obi-Wan Kenobi at short and Ben Kenobi as the manager. Had to go Qui-Gon. Had to go Force Ghost.
You can't. I wouldn't allow Ben Kenobi.
His manager.
I wouldn't have let you done Ben Kenobi and Obi-Wan Kenobi. That is literally the same person.
Al Guinness, bro.
You can at least argue that Anakin Skywalker died when he killed Mace Windu, and that's when he became Darth Vader. So he's two different people. I will let that argument lie. But Ben Kenobi.
What have I done?
You've done well, my young apprentice. Now rise.
Anyways,
right,
guys, hit that like,
leave.
hit the subscribe. Thanks for chilling with us. Till the next one.
Adios.